In this example, we're going to look at the new feature recognition option that allows users to identify index angles normal to a face. So we have a part here that's already got some operations pre-created. We've got a turning operation and a pattern of holes. So I'm going to play these in 3D simulation. Okay, so those are the operations pre-created. Now, what we want to do is we want to machine this boss region around the outside, but rather than do the roughing operation using the Z orientation, we're going to actually face mill these for the roughing operation before actually finishing with a boss operation. So I'm going to select my face here. I'm going to go into the new feature wizard. I'm going to go turn mill. I'm going to select a facing operation, say extract with feature recognition. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to index around the z-axis, and originally what we would have had to do is actually specify an index angle. Now we could have chosen this angle, but unfortunately this face, there is nothing that we can actually choose that's perpendicular to it. We have no geometry to select, and we're totally reliant on maybe even guessing the angle to machine that face. However, what we have is we have the new option, which is this normal to surface. So I can go in and I can say I want to identify my surface, so pick up the surface, let's go for this surface here, and this will actually identify the orientation of my normal direction for my face. Once I've chosen that, I can select that face, set my thickness to 25 millimeters. I'm going to say I just want to rough, I don't want to finish this, and I'm going to select a different tool. It's given me this 32 millimeter tool. I'm going to choose a larger tool to produce that. And say finish. Now if I actually preview this toolpath, you can see it's actually machining across that face. So I don't want to do that, I want to machine along it. So I'm going to go back in, and under the roughing tab, under the milling operation, I'm going to set a zigzag angle of 90 degrees. Set, apply, and preview. So now we're machining across that face. So that gives us our roughing operation. And I'm going to repeat that process for this face on this side. So again, terminal operation, facing operation, again extracting with feature recognition. Let's just identify the face I'm going to go normal to, and again you can see it's flipped the index axis. Got that face selected, again 25 millimeters, and repeating the same process there. Again, it's been intelligent enough now to have chosen my 80 millimeter tool. So I'll just say finish. And also under the milling tab, we're going to change that zigzag angle to 90 degrees. Apply, and OK. So that's the top and bottom areas done. What we want to do is we want to now create a pattern of these features. So I'm going to say I want to create a pattern with face 1, radially around the index axis. I'm going to create 2 at 180 degrees. Preview, so that's given us the reverse side. Say finish. And also repeat for phase 2 as well. So pattern, radially, and 180 degrees. Okay. So you can see we've got 2 roughing operations. There's a pattern. I'm going to go into my 3D simulation and just play that. So there's the first, second, third, and fourth. Now I can actually produce a finishing operation on this boss. So I'm going to say I want to do terminal operation, again extracting with feature recognition. This time I'm going to go along the z-axis, and I'm going to choose a horizontal face. I'm just going to select that back face, add that in, and then use the hyperlinks to identify the top and bottom. There's the top, and there's the bottom of that face. I'm also going to add, as a finishing touch, a chamfer around the edge. So I'm going to give it a 2 millimeter chamfer. So finish. So under the strategy, you see it's given me a rough and a finish operation. So I'm just going to uncheck the rough operation, apply, and OK. Last thing I want to do is I want to produce a cutoff to finish this part. So I'm going to say I want to do a turning operation. Let's do a cutoff operation to the full diameter, the position. It's obviously on the back face. just going to select tool, so I'll go for this longer cutting tool, finish, and OK. So now it remains for me to simulate. I'm just going to turn on my machine tool, simulate the whole process.